My father was quite the character. Even though he was born and raised in California, he talked like a gangster. I don't know why, but he just did. Maybe because he used to watch the old black and whites with, Humphrey Bogart and Jimmy Stewart. So when I tell this story, I'm going to talk like that. My dad was a World War II vet. He was discharged from the Army in 1945. And in the Army, he liked to gamble. He used to shoot craps, shoot dice and play cards. So he arrives in New York City, got off the Queen Mary, with $3,000 in his pocket. $3,000 in 1945 is like 100 grand by today's standards, probably more. And he had big dreams. He was going to come to California and buy a house and buy a car. That's what he told my mom. And being that he was a gambler, he stopped off at a card game. He says, all right, I'll spend 15, 20 minutes. I mean, he felt 10 feet tall. He had all that money in his pocket. And he felt like Rockefeller. So he walks to this card game. And he gambled all night long. 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning he was there. And by 5 a.m., he was flat friggin' broke. He lost it all. Can you imagine going to Vegas and dropping 100, 200 grand and being flat broke? I mean, it's not a funny story, but it's an interesting story, and I often tell it. Thanks for listening about my dad's crazy luck.